Hey, hundreds. What? Hundreds. Yeah, hundreds.
Damn.
Hundreds.
Damn.
What the fuck's up? It's the Void Basement, shittiest podcast on the internet, in a new location here at the Void House. I pissed my roommates off doing this, so you better give it a like, you better give it a comment, alright?
Yeah, please
cashcor is all my language. I'm here with the one, the only. Hey, let them know who you is, man. Let them know.
I'm cashcor, cash for short.
And this is going to be an insane one. It's long in the making. I waited for the right time, I feel like, because we got things to talk about now for sure, and it's going to be good.
And that's one thing that I really want to talk to you about when you said about, like, waiting for the right time. I'm pretty sure, obviously, y'all know astrology, right?
Yeah.
Are y'all
come
deep
on,
into
bro.
astrology?
I feel like I was at a point,
Yeah.
like, I had, like, all the apps because she put me on and stuff like that, but now I just be like... I'm just like, life is just random, bro. Like, that's kind of my belief. But at the same time, some of it does make a lot of sense. Like, would you say this is, like, something to do with the stars? Like, if so, educate me, man. I'm always curious.
Actually, yes. I don't really know too much about astrology because I'm still learning as I go. It's really a lot to learn. But the reason why I brought it up was because me and Xavier, we had not even figured out, but we had.
And for context, that is your sig fig, right?
My nigga, shout out to my nigga. I love you, my nigga.
But in the chat,
we discovered something that's kind of like astrology in a sense, but it's called like human design. And what human design is, it's more so, like I said, it kind of has like that astrology realm, but how can I explain it? It's more like.
So, just from the title, I'd get the frame of human nature or something, like human behavior.
Like, it's like astrology is like, how can I put this? It's more of like,
I look at astrology almost in a religious sense. It kind of is kind of religious. It's like the spiritual religious stuff.
A little, yeah. People can say like they believe in astrology, but I wouldn't say it's like a religious thing. It's more so it's something educational and something that could be applied within you and how you like.
It's definitely perspective.
Yeah, like
I mean, what's your take? How do you see it? Because you're like she's like the astrology person.
Not super into astrology, but I used to be like somewhat educated about the shit. So I'm a triple Libra for your.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
a triple Libra.
Yeah. He's a Libra moon and an Aquarius stellium.
Yeah.
I'm a Libra moon too.
Hey, there you go.
Libra moon's rise.
Am
I right?
I think my astrology is pretty accurate in the sense that it's always like I'm always trying to do something new.
Yeah.
Sometimes he does something.
I don't think I necessarily agree with the deceptive tones that people put on Aquariuses. I'm like, I'm not really deceptive. I just am smart. Like I'm not.
But that
he just be doing shit. He just does.
And that's what it is. Yeah. It really like astrology. It's not really. And the issue with, like, majority of the people who don't really know too much about astrology, they would, like, judge that shit based off of their sun sign. And that is not the case.
That's cool. That's what she turned me on to. Because I'm like...
It's like chemistry.
I'm the dickhead reading the newspaper horoscope, like, Aquarius. Okay, this is all it is. But
in some cases, it might apply to some people, but it's not going to apply to everybody. So it really is it really depends on your placement. So... You could be an Aquarius and someone else you know could be an Aquarius, but because y'all moon sign is different, y'all might react into like different.
That's what I like. Once you told me that, I had to get my exact like birth time.
I was like, text your
mom.
mom.
Like location. I'm like,
download this app.
Well, once you have those two filters, that's like if astrology is a giant algorithm, it's like those two filters alone just like dwindle you down to one specific group.
Yeah,
it'd be really mind blowing if like twins. Like that's always the thing that baffles me with astrology is like because I know twins that are pretty different, you know, and like but it's like if they came out 2 minutes later. Minute later.
Which is crazy. Like it's
that
so
could really be
crazy.
a thing, you know. So.
Hell yeah. The
I'm 50-50 with it, but what are some of your other conspiracies? I mean, while we're on like not necessarily conspiracies, but like unpopular beliefs, I guess would be a good one.
Unpopular beliefs. I'm not really good when it comes to
schools of thought.
Because astrology is pretty unpopular in some ways. Like a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people.
Like you know, there's two sides. It's two sides to every coin. Like
I take people seriously when they talk about it, but like when they like go a little too hard for it. I'm like,
one of my astrology memes is like that I constantly see is like it'll be like a school shooter and then like an activist and they're born on the same day. Same month, and they're like, prove this is astrology, but then you're not even looking at like what I just discovered, which is alright. There's a time.
People just be talking just to talk. Sometimes.
Twitter is. What is your thoughts on like Twitter and social media?
How do you feel about Twitter?
Twitter's crazy. I love Twitter. Twitter's crazy.
Do you think it's unhealthy?
I don't be on Twitter like that.
Oh yeah,
I
I think everything is unhealthy if you use it often. Like life is all about moderation. So when it comes to that, you need to find balance. You really need to find balance, and that's where the Libra comes to play, because Libras is kind of
he learned a lot about that.
It's more notorious about like balance and harmony and all that. So for us to have Libra moons within our chart, it's kind of like, okay, we could see where we try to want to play fair in type shit.
I'm always the type of art. It also reflects on my art too, because I'm always the type of person that does everything by a schedule, set time.
And then you're indecisive too, so it's just I'm the most biggest indecisive person in
How does it? Yeah, like how do you think astrology relates to your music? Do you think your chart is accurate to how your music is working?
As me being a Pisces sun, I was told that I'm very creative, so.
I mean, you got 6 songs out?
Yeah, 6, 7 songs out. So, but it's weird. Like, yes, a part of me being a Pisces, creative, all that. Like, that's cool. But then I also have the Libra side, where it's kind of more like, I don't know what song to put out, or I don't know which song is better, or so on and so forth. So
you suffer a lot from like indecisiveness, and that's been a big challenge as a new artist, because. Everybody, I mean, when would you say you got into this? For everybody who doesn't know, why don't you explain what you even do? You're a rapper.
I make music sometimes.
Almost some could say a drip god. You know what I'm saying? With the cool,
Drip connoisseur.
His recent game be hard, y'all.
It's like I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I feel like I've been like off track with the drip nowadays. Like I used to before I used to go crazy. Like I really used to be crazy with like clothes and all that. I wouldn't consider first and foremost, I don't really it's funny. I really don't like the word drip.
Really?
Nah, I don't.
Because it is one of those words where it's very box. It puts you in a box a little bit.
In a sense, yeah. And then the fact that it kind of like gets overplayed a lot and all that shit. So it kind of.
I kind of get what you're saying. My bad. You know what I'm saying?
It's not really my bad. I really don't consider myself a fashion nigga. I ain't gonna lie. I just like to.
Really?
Yeah, I think you can wear clothes without being a fashion person.
I don't consider myself a fashion person. You just be dressing like a rapper. No shit, like. Because I dress like a rapper too.
You see how everything kind of goes back, and that's kind of that's part of the reason why I kind of started in a sense too.
And what year was that,
I was told February. I started rapping like February.
I'm about to say it's not even been a year yet, and 6 tracks already in. One of them we're gonna talk about specifically.
Hell yeah!
What was that February like? Because this is pre-pandemic.
February.
We're kind of getting out of the pandemic.
So the way how I even wanted the way how like shit even started, my birthday was coming up. My birthday's in March, and I was trying to figure out what I could do this year, in regards to like, celebrate my birthday, whatever.
Yeah, so, you kind of give yourself like a new, obviously you want to do something for your birthday.
I kind of said, maybe I should make a song just to, I'm turning 23, big 23, it's you, Georgia.
Hey, Jordan here, let's go.
So I was like, okay, I might as well just make a song. And luckily for me, I knew somebody that was doing music. And shout out to Jay Montclair. He's actually really, really fire. He's really, really fire. I'm gonna send you some of his music.
I think I've maybe seen you repost.
And he has a built-in studio in his crib. So, before I even had the idea that I wanted to make a song for my birthday, like, he was telling me, like, he does music. And he was, like, showcasing me, like, the stuff that he had done, like, his past work and all that. And I'm like, okay, this shit's hard. And it's really hard because...
Yeah, I'll talk perspective for you.
Yeah, and it's hard because it's, like, the type of music that I listen to, not a lot of people within my area listens to the same style of music that we both listen to.
Yeah, I know that very well, bro. Yeah. I'm the one who has to listen to all this different shit, bro. I hear all the different sounds.
Exactly. So, he showed me his music, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, this shit hard, blah, 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 whatever. We should get up one day, whatever, make some songs or whatever. Because making music was always in the back of my mind. It wasn't like my number one thing. It wasn't something that I always wanted to do type shit.
What did you want to do?
I really want to model.
Yeah,
I really want to model. And what's so funny?
Ain't fashionable, bro. Hey, I feel like most models are fashionable.
Yeah, but it's just, I don't know. It's weird. Like, it's so weird. And it's funny that
it's a different kind of. You're right. It definitely is a drip.
It's
I see what you're
mindset.
saying.
And it's funny.
It's a
What's
mindset.
today's date?
The 5th?
I think it's the 5th, yo.
Next week would make it 1 year
Labor Day,
since
baby.
it'll be 1 year since I walked my first modeling show at New York Fashion Week. So
Hey.
September has been like a very like interesting.
What was
month.
that like? Like, what is that like? 'Cause that seems stressful as fuck. Like, I can't imagine. I mean,
no, not
obviously
really.
I ain't no model, but like,
Not really. How did that shit even come
how do you
about?
practice for something like that?
That's even.
Walk
I
a
didn't
lot.
practice. That's the funniest
Oh,
part. I
dang!
didn't
You
even
just
practice.
natural with it, like.
So, I have a friend that goes to I think she went to FIT, and
Okay.
she had presented me with the opportunity of, I know somebody, they're doing New York Fashion Week, blah 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 blah, and she was able to hook me up with it. So when I first did the application, I didn't really think too much of it. Like, it sounds cool. I didn't think I was gonna be selected, of course, but
I get what you're saying. Like,
yeah,
it's like
days went on, and I got the email. Oh, you've been selected to walk for Fashion Week, blah 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 blah, and I was really excited. So
dang, that was actually like one of your
That's
hype.
fire.
And that you said
Yeah,
that's
one
a
of-
year ago, right?
yeah,
Damn,
one of the
yeah.
biggest highlights of my life to this day. To be quite honest, one of. So
What was like the process like? What do you remember?
I
I feel like with all the
having-
hype shit in my life, I always be forgetting like the coolest
Yeah.
part. Then I only remember the dumb shit. Like,
I think how was that process? First and foremost, I had to wake up extremely early.
Oh, that's a
Extremely,
given,
extremely,
yeah.
extremely early.
Yep.
I'm sure you ain't eating nothing before. Like, you trying to be like,
No,
go. Really? They
No.
wanted you to just be all natural.
I don't think I went to.
The modeling industry has
Did
a very
I go to
big.
sleep?
I wouldn't have been able to
Oh
sleep.
my God.
I definitely.
No, I did.
What?
Yeah, I went
I
to sleep.
would've-
That's scary
But
because
it wasn't for that long though. It wasn't for that long.
I'm not one of those people that get scared about people judging my looks per se. But like, for me, it's like you don't get to pick your outfit, right? Or did you get to pick your outfit?
No. They handpicked me. Well,
Did you have like a choice maybe or something? 'Cause this is all the intricate stuff
no,
I'm
I didn't
scared
have a
of.
choice.
Like,
Yeah, so they handpicked the outfit based on my style. So they seen like my page and they
Yeah.
already knew like the.
that's
the
what I'd
type
be
of
more
style that I was
nervous.
going
Like,
for. Mhm.
I'd be more insecure about what style they pick for me because I'm gonna be like, they gonna put me in some hillbilly shit probably. Like,
No, but sometimes you gotta embrace if they're look.
it's like
When it comes to stuff like that, if they handpick a fit for you, you're just gonna have to embrace the shit. You gotta make sure you
Yeah,
are.
you gotta wear that
If they
shit.
and
handpick you.
how many days did you have to fit before the show? Like, did you wear it at all before the show?
Nah, that was the first time.
Holy
That was
crap!
the first and only
So,
time. They asked me what size I was. I told them I wear a medium. They told me the pant size. I told them the pant size, and that was it.
Shit.
So it was more so just like, just guessing, making sure like this is right. Blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it has to be like.
So then when we got there, did we even practice? No, we didn't practice at all. We just went on and went there.
Damn.
But it was so funny because I thought that I was gonna be nervous about it, and I wasn't at all. And
That's how I
one
get on
thing,
my show days too. I'm nervous right, and then like the set before
and one
mine.
thing that really
Good.
that made me not nervous, and I feel like that really played a huge part. Everyone else that I was walking with was kind of like their first time too. So it was just
Fire.
like, oh shit, this is y'all first time?
That's the one. Like for most artists out there, if you're listening, still people, you're a real one, and you better be clicking
Shout out
these
to
all my
Abnormal
links.
too.
You better be
Shout out to
clicking that all my links down below. But for sure, the one thing I gotta say when you're a new artist is once you learn to pull the trigger per
Yeah.
se, and it's like once you realize everybody has to start, and it's kind of shitty in the
Yeah.
not saying you're shitty, but
Yeah.
Once you realize that
there's
everyone's
beginner's
just
luck.
figuring
There's
shit out.
you're
Yeah,
all just figuring out.
sometimes-
Even pros are still figuring shit out.
Yeah, when it came to, I mean, I've always been a pretty logical person, so me starting music, I already kind of knew, like, okay, like, I have a lot of work to do. I know I'm gonna get better over time.
No one's
so on
gonna
and so
clown you
forth.
though. It's
You
just
feel
like
me?
you're trying it.
And then just the music itself will present itself later on down the line.
And is that how?
And then they could compare it to like, damn, this is what you sounded when you first started, and then look at you now, type shit. You feel me? So
And that's how Ben's came to be.
hell
How'd
yeah.
that first track come to be? This is what, like a few months back? Because you may have started in February, but you didn't drop for a while, right?
Nah, it's fun. All right, so when I made the idea that I wanted to make a song for my birthday, blah 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 blah, the first song that I made, which is Case, I think it's still on SoundCloud, by the way, actually.
Okay, hit that up.
And that wasn't gonna be the birthday song. That wasn't gonna be the birthday song at all.
That's how I feel. I do every song I ever record. You try to record something and you record something else, and then eventually you get.
And then that just happens exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. So I ended up making that song. That shit took me maybe like 30 minutes because I ain't really say too much on it, but. I like the song. I was like, okay, this is cool. And
so you really feel out you're more of a melodic person over like a big story or overarching.
Oh, I've always been that type of person.
And I can definitely see that. Like, I'm not saying you're not like gonna be on some poetic shit, but I'm just saying like your music is definitely like for a vibe kind of set.
100%. Yeah, but that's all I've like ever since when I was a little kid. Like I always paid attention to like. And not the beat per se, but the melody. Like if the song
I'm kind of the same
way. Fire ass melody, like then I'm sold. Like
where the flow is almost the melody itself as well. That's kind of the new sound. And then, is that where you see rap going, or do you see more?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Do you ever think there will be a resurgence of boom bap?
I don't think boom bap ever left.
It's not.
It's more so like
it's just not. It's not the main thing anymore.
Yeah, you feel me? It's more.
I mean, there's $1 million boom bap rappers. Like shit. I mean, some would say that I think like even Isaiah Rashad is technically a boom bap rapper, but he just switched it up and made his album, and he's still killing it. So it's like there's money to be made. But do you see like mainstream rap going like the route of like kind of the more nocturnal, more like 100%. Psychedelic vibes, kind of like melodic?
To an extent. That could only, when it comes to music like that could only go so far.
I mean, that's just what's in, you know.
You have other music. I mean, you have other people that like, turn up music. So, turn up music. It's the number one.
Drill turn up. Yeah,
like that's what like the average.
I feel like music is getting way too violent too. Like, do you think music is just getting too violent nowadays?
Too violent?
I mean, it's always been.
That's
violent.
a good question.
But I feel like nowadays it's like
not. That's a good question.
It's like as if Tupac and Biggie happens like every other week.
It has enhanced a little bit. I really feel like violent music has always been its same. It's always been the same route, but it's just more people are just finding different ways to explain their violentness of music. It's funny.
Yeah, it's like more documented, if anything. It's because now you're seeing like, all these random murder mysteries are now connected to some like internet
and that's
group.
What's so fucked up about this generation. Niggas just be reporting shit all the time. Like, it's crazy.
Well, I really don't necessarily think it'll get to a point where it's gonna get necessarily better with music in that way. I think it's always just going to get more and more personal. It's just a matter of
personal.
What are they going to censor, you know?
And it's trauma. Like, it's just people is really making bread off trauma. Like, it's fucked
people
up.
Do crazy shit, and then
it is what it is, man.
Like, look at even Crip Mac. Like, Crip Mac is like a big example of being traumatized, bro.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Hey, got that drip. Quite literally, hey,
you got that drip.
Oh, no.
Sorry, I had to use it one last time before I'm retiring it.
I was gonna do the bottom tis, but I forgot that.
Oh, I got the gong. You feel me? But yeah, we got random shit in the void. All right.
That's funny. Yeah.
But why don't I ask you about the real thing we're here to talk about, the fucking Hundreds music video? How would that come to be? What do we expect? Because at the time of recording, it isn't out, but it will be out, and it will be linked in the description when this is dropped.
Hundreds started. I went to Josh's crib and I recorded. I usually write. It's weird, like my process.
I would love to know your process.
If you there should be actually, babe, in the drawer behind you.
Oh.
On the china cabinet.
Hold up, we got shit everywhere.
Yeah, I feel like I'm sweating bullets.
It is in fact hot in the middle of the galaxy right now. We're in a black hole.
So. It is, and for people that's going to ask me why'd you wear a jean jacket, I wanted to look cute. That is why.
Exactly.
Why. But Hunted started. I went to Josh's crib, and I was in the mood to record or whatever.
So you've just been kind of getting in these moods. It's like, all right, I'm gonna make a song. And I kind of see that on Twitter too.
I've always been that type. And that goes back to human design, what we was talking about earlier. That's kind of more so of like, Let me look it up because it was a good tweet about it.
A good ass tweet.
Damn, man, got the fucking.
Got a reference to tweet.
We got the knowledge. We're about to know.
Yeah, like okay, so astrology is kind of more of like your potential. Like you know your potential.
Yeah.
Okay.
And human design is more so of like how to reach to that potential. So with human design, that's kind of more so of like you are trying to figure out how to win in life based on your design type.
I get what you're saying. So it's like it's kind of playing the game with using all your cards.
Yeah, exactly. So me being a generator, there's certain things that I have to follow, and one of those things it's moving based on your excitement. So if I feel excited to record today, then
I do that all the time.
I'm gonna record today.
Yeah, I do that all the time.
And that's how Hunted Tag came about.
That's how I went fishing today. Honestly, like I was just
literally
like, "Fuck it, bro, I'm doing this."
Yeah.
Like, it's been a minute. I want to do it. Screw it, I'm out.
So then, so like I said before, I usually write. Sometimes I freestyle here and there, but majority of times I write. So I usually, find beats. I find beats or whatever.
Yeah, that's one of my questions. Like, how does that go?
Finding beats. I used to go on YouTube all the time, but then I kind of realized
they get stale. Like it's kind of the same type of shit on YouTube. I noticed.
Case in point. So I was like, okay. I know if I'm going to do this music shit seriously, I'm not going to find beats on YouTube all the time. So, and someone like me, I like to build connections with producers, engineers, other artists, so on and so forth. So,
that's also the fun part for me with music.
I would like go to like my favorite producers like websites and purchase beats from there. Swear to God, like
that's a
it's
smart
crazy.
thing to do.
And
BeatStars is a good ass website.
Yeah, BeatStars, Track Train, so on and so forth, like all that. So
okay.
I went to one of Tenno. Tenno is the producer of Hunnits and Benz.
Yeah, I fucking love. That's why I love both those beats. Like,
Hell
I feel
yeah.
like that's a producer. Like,
hell yeah,
get with them. Like,
I know
for
he done a couple work with K Swab and Trippie Redd and all of them, like the 1400 people.
Hell yeah.
So I went to his website and I was just looking up beats, blah 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 blah, and money was never really a huge deal for me. So I was like, okay.
Gotta invest in the craft.
Everybody in the music world has to eat. So it was like the artist have to eat, the producer has to eat, the
cover
engineer,
artist,
the cover art, so on and so forth. So, I'm like, okay, I'm coming with this mentality of niggas gotta eat. So I'm willing to purchase, a beat from a certain artist just so
60,
I can.
70 bucks. Not like they even overcharge. Like you could be surprised. Like I'm sure with like. If you want to like big head on the beat type beat, that'll cost a bunch of money, but it's not as much money as you realistically think.
Like a beat, like people.
Which is it's just funny. A matter of like you gotta have the right beat, right time, right place, all that type of shit.
Some people think like when producer is trying to like charge for beat, it'll be like 200, 300. Nah, some people who have websites, they would have beats for like $50, and I'm like, okay, shit.
It's just they make beats all. That's sort of their job. Like
yeah.
There will be some throwaway gold that's like you just gotta. So you're one to click through and really listen and take in what you.
I will go through hours to look for a perfect beat. Like that's part of the
excitement that you're talking about.
Me?
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I like doing too. I used to produce on my own beats, but it's like sometimes it's not as fun as finding a banger from somebody else because you can't think like everybody else. You know.
Exactly.
So the beat is secured, the session is secured. How does the music video come to be? How'd you know that was the one? Like, to do a video for it?
That's funny. Hunnits is actually, like, my favorite song that I made. Like
that's my favorite, too.
Favorite
I'm not
song.
even kidding.
I was high when I did Hunnits, by the way, and I feel like that's probably
shout out
why.
To Kush, bro.
It's influential.
Yeah, hell yeah. Absolutely. Fucking
Once we get a weed sponsor, it'll be tough, but we're gonna figure it out with YouTube. Fuck you, YouTube.
Soon come. Your time is coming. Your time is definitely coming.
But yeah, I mean.
So the way how the video went about, and I'm really proud to have someone like Mac. Shout out to Mac. I love that nigga to death.
Literally snapping all the photos. He ain't even a photographer, right?
Hell yeah.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. How you talking about? So I think we was talking one time, and he was like, yeah, I was trying to shoot, I wanted to, work with you or whatever. And that's another thing about human design too. So it's always gonna go back to this. It's so funny.
Life is circles.
So
you learn eventually life is circles.
Yeah. So one of my things, me being a generator, one of the things I would have to like wait to respond to shit instead of just like having to like search. So I didn't have to like hit up anybody and be like, hey, I'm trying to do a video to blah 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 blah.
It came right in your lap.
That's what case in point. So having someone like Mac, and I adore his work. Shout out to A4. I adore his work. Mac is somebody.
Yeah. I can't wait to find out who all is in A4. We still waiting on that.
Can I?
I don't know. I don't know.
I wouldn't. Ooh, that's for another episode. We need a whole other episode for that.
All I know is they will be on the show, hopefully.
But
anyway,
like you were saying, it fell in your lap, basically.
Yeah.
You know?
So
you had to work.
He was responsible for absolutely everything.
The shots, the costume.
The shots, the concept of the video.
Because
everything.
all we have right now is a teaser. Like, I haven't even seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
So what I'm
I
telling
haven't
you,
even seen the whole thing.
What I'm telling you is it's kind of impressive because it's like there's cars I've seen, there's suits, there's literally hundreds, bro. Like it's gonna be that's gonna be good. I can't wait to see.
One thing that I will say about Mac though,
product.
Mac really cares about the art. Like he really cares about this shit.
Bro, he
like,
be wearing some crazy shit.
He
I'm like,
is like he wants to be like the Quentin Tarantino of like movie shit. Like
yeah, I get that. I can see it.
His shit is not like a your average run and gun where it's like, okay, I'm gonna get a group of people, we just gonna turn up, blah 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 blah. Like he makes
bottles, bad
he makes
bitches,
stories,
like
he makes movies, all that, and that's why I'm so fucking excited.
Dang, there's gonna be a script.
I'm so fucking excited. Oh, see, I can't even talk. I'm so excited
gonna be a script?
just to see like how everything is gonna come out. It's so fucking crazy. Like even just being on set and like seeing the scenes, like seeing the raw footage and all that.
It looks so fun, bro.
Crazy,
I was low key sage, yo. I'm gonna film one of your videos one day and we'll put it on the channel.
Hell
yeah,
yeah. It's so crazy, bro. But he had the idea of everything. I would say.
Do you kind of like that? Like, do you ever see your songs in a movie form? Or are you
100%.
thinking about like?
100%. I've always been a cinematic person.
But when it comes to music videos, like sometimes you gotta let the director take control. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure. And
especially with the A4, like everything is very choreographed as a brand.
And that's what me and Mac was talking about the last time we shot together. He was like he's so proud and excited to have somebody that would, let his ideas come into fruition and come into reality. So it's a win-win situation on both hands. So
we're gonna keep it 100, man.
Keep it 100, yeah, hell yeah. Keep it 100.
My final question.
Mm-hmm.
We ask every guest this, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What is the scariest moment of your life? Boom. Hundreds, bro, you better click that music video while you think of this. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah, open
that music video would be in the goddamn script.
Scariest moment of my life.
It's always different for every artist. I mean, the last person we had on the show, he was like, honestly, my kidneys was about to go bad. And he was like, there ain't no wife. There ain't no, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, that's going to be a hard one to top.
The scariest
cars are involved.
My shit's not going to top.
Yeah, a lot of cars.
Cars are scary.
I had an uncle that passed a couple of years ago. And it's crazy because he actually passed away in my grandma's house. Like, in my grandma's house. And they still live there to this day. And shout out to Deer Park, too. You know where Deer Park is, right? Yeah,
actually.
Yeah, the rich folk in there. And
yes.
when he passed that night, I think maybe like 2 months after that, I used to go to their place after school all the time just to, because nobody was home during my parents was at work.
Somebody's gotta watch you type deal.
One time I went to the bathroom, right? I'm taking a shit. As I'm taking the shit,
the most vulnerable moment.
the toilet paper starts to roll by itself.
No.
Oh no!
It starts to roll by itself,
and that's 2 months after the fact. Right?
I'm thinking it's probably because of the AC. The AC wasn't on, or was it on? I don't think it wasn't on. But yeah, the toilet paper started to move by itself.
I mean, people have that. They say that stuff all the time about people that pass that are like, and they
Yeah.
live in the space. It's like,
Yeah, like
their presence is still there in a way, and that's what kind of.
that shit was so fucking crazy, bro. That I don't think that was.
That's.
I haven't used that bathroom.
And why is that scary to you? Is it scary in an emotional sense, or
it
is
was-
it more scary like a paranormal sense?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn,
something
if you
about
really
it.
think of it like that, that's damn.
Something
No,
about
I'm
it
saying-
really
like that.
puts me into check as a human,
I'm
but
just
also
curious,
I
emotionally.
didn't
Yeah,
look at it like that.
like knowing the person is still there, but also knowing like something else is there.
Yeah. Like,
like
so when that happened, like I looked at it as more of a paranormal thing because that was the first time I ever experienced anything.
Yeah, I've had a
paranormal.
like that,
couple
yeah.
in my
Yeah, so
life
it's
that
kinda like-
really-
I've had two experiences. Both of them were like, one of them was like static on the radio while I was actually at a ghost hunting thing,
Oh shit.
and that shit tripped me the fuck
Oh,
out.
shit.
I was like,
Shit.
why did I do this weird white people shit? I'm out of
you
here.
want some ghost hunters type shit, not even ghost
Because
hunters.
I
That's
would
ghost
love to
hunter.
confront it, but also now I'm at the age where I'm like, I
I'm
leave
not
it be,
there
bro.
mentally. I'm not.
Because I know
for
these
that.
streets I'm at, they haunted as a motherfucker.
But I think that was the most scariest experience I ever had. Like that shit.
Well, cashcor, you fucking lived it. You,
Hell
you
yeah.
cleaned
I
it up.
do live.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and I think this happened probably like a week after, 2 weeks after. I'm in the kitchen doing homework,
Part 2.
and I felt something. Not I wouldn't want to say went through me.
Like
But-
brush past you, maybe.
It brushed past me, but it was cold.
Hmm.
Like
Mm.
it
Yeah,
just.
was.
I don't know. Rest in peace, Uncle Moses. I ain't forget about
Rest
you.
in
Hey,
peace.
I
rest
did
in
not
peace,
forget about
bro.
you. But yeah, like
Seems like he's still there. Like, that is some
Oh,
paranormal
yeah,
ass
check
shit,
him out.
He gotta
man.
be still
That
there.
is some paranormal shit right
he gotta
there.
be still there. He over here chilling.
I think all the energy
I-
has to stick around in the atmosphere, bro.
Oh,
We're
for
only
sure.
in the atmosphere, you know?
for sure. Good energy at that, for sure.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, there's usually a reason it's sticking around.
But yeah, y'all, that's Cash Cores. I hope you guys liked him. Newest rapper. Out
Oh,
here
yeah.
taking names, getting money. We gotta get this man some shows, hit him up. Link in the bio.
Soon come. Soon
Thank
come.
you for watching.
Basement Fest 3, right? No, Basement Fest 4.
Yeah.
Basement Fest 4.
4-pack.
Listen, yo, we are taking a nice break month next month.
Yeah, we're
You will
taking
only
a
be
fucking
getting
break.
podcasts and streams and TikToks from us, all right?
As y'all
But-
should. Y'all need to. Y'all
But
need to.
just know, when we're back, Babes Plus 4 is going to be fucking legit. You can catch my links down below, all my links, blah, blah, blah. We got our own tree. We got streams coming, TikToks coming, more podcasts. Click
I
this
should the
shit.
TikTok. I gotta do TikToks more often.
They
TikTok
build you.
sucks, but I kind of like it, but I kind of hate it.
I kinda,
It's
when
so
I
much
got
work,
it, like,
dude.
I ain't really, like, I had it just to have it. Like, it was
Yeah,
just sitting on my
I-
phone.
It was a
I
meme,
never
and
really,
now it's like...
I don't use
it's
it
like
anymore.
making
Now I
ju-
have to use it.
It's making
shit.
Justin Bieber's, bro. That's what I like to tell people. It's basically Justin Bieber.
yeah, it's
making.
farming
Oh,
beavers.
that's hard.
But
That's
yeah,
hard. I
yo.
like Justin Bieber.
Peace!
Peace.